Welcome on little dusties to this week's video. So it's going to be a short one this week. That's what she said. Welcome my little dusties to this week's video. So this week it's going to be a video on a chassis. So it's a bit of a strange one because last week we did the tub of a CJ5 Jeep. This week we've got the chassis, but let's put the lights on and I'll let John explain to you all about it. Right, okay, well that was a bit of a surprise. So Scott came over and picked the tub and all the panels up and brought the chassis over. I knew we were going to get it at some point. So I've got to blast it, prime it and satin black it. Look really nice. We've also got the, I think it's a fuel tank guard at the back, a couple of brackets and the RSJ bumper. It's just like a big channel. So yeah, so I'm all set up. I'm literally just got to get on. Someone turning up, pick a load of stuff up, and someone turning up, drop a load of army wheels off. Won't be nice. So I'm gonna have a quick coffee while they're doing that, and then let's get straight on, give it a blast. Shouldn't be too bad. There's a few little boxy areas they're panelled in we need to get in, but on a whole, it's quite sweet. Right, okie dokie. Well, that's that blasted. It's it's sat there for an hour or so because our mate Big Bob's just been in to pick his bits up and been chatting. Hang on, hold tight, people. Hold tight. Right. So it's not bad. It's oh, I needed that. It had a lot of rot on it, but it's not in any way bad at all. I did find down here on the other side, I'll have a look, the other side of this bit here and the other side of this bit here, some punch numbers. I don't know if they're part numbers or if they are, I don't know if they'd be chassis numbers, could be. So this is obviously a CJ5, which is the Willys Jeep commercial vehicle people like you and me would buy, where I put it up here. I probably said it already if I think about this when I've edited it, but the army one that we all know was a W08 or something like that. I can't remember what it is. They were a 4-cylinder engine. This one is a 6-cylinder engine. Imagine it's quite heavy, but hey. So right, I need to crack on because my wife's not well. I need to go home and cook dinner and make sure she's all right. So I'm going to get this in primer tonight. I'm going to cover in primer, spin it over, finish the last coat, back in Garth tonight, come back in tomorrow, and we're painted black, and she's all good to go. So I can't put you on the tripod because some idiots forgot to put the base on. Cut to being on the tripod, down that end.
Still so far from home. I've searched for you all my life. Cast out like a shadow, racing towards the light. I pray to see you one more time.
Good morning, people. So, nice and dry, all good to go. It's a bit cold. Might heat it up in here because it is cold. These numbers I don't think are to do with chassis number, as we've got similar numbers from here to here. It's a double number and double and then 4. Same on the side. On the other side, it's got the same sort of number as here. So I wonder if it's part numbers for chassis rails, cross member. But people always worry. They always say to me, oh, don't keep away from the numbers, keep away from the threads. That's shot blasting. Shot blasting is so aggressive, it will knurl threads. Don't know what I mean by knurl. We're here, if you can see, they're nice and crisp, they're all cleaned up. I don't know if it's, can't see how focused that is. Should have my glasses on, shouldn't I? Shot blasting will bend all of the tips over, cross thread it and make a right old mess. I can show you these numbers here. I'll just show you the last couple of bits. You can see how crisp that 0 and 7 is. So it will clean it up. Obviously, I've had John at Cross Channel Classics. We've had Series 1 Land Rovers come in with very, very faint numbers, and we've blasted it and just made it a bit more crisper for them to work out the number to claim the logbooks. So, enough said really. I need to flip the chassis over because I always start upside down and it's the right way up at the minute. Start upside down, paint the 3 sides, flicker the right way up. It's going to end up like this. There's no other way I can really hang this. So just the bottom of these, I'm going to make sure they're 100%, sorry, it'd be handy if you could see it, wouldn't it? Make sure the bottom of these hangers are 100% dry before we flip it. It's not a lot I can do. There's no other easy way. I tried wanging a bath through and stuff. I can do that one end but not the other. There's nothing easy to move around, so I've got that, and I've got these bits down here, the bumper, the fuel tank guard and the brackets for that guard. Need to try and put them somewhere as well and paint them all at the same time. So, cut my jibber jabber, let's put you up here and go and make the paint. If you like this channel and you keep coming back, what have they got to do, Jim?
Like and subscribe, ring the bell.
I'm taking it slow.